Alright. Hello, everyone. This is a Lexus NX200T. It's got 36,000 miles on it, and it's requiring some basic maintenance now. Usually, when a car turns about 15,000, you do a basic maintenance to it, like tire rotation, oil change if needed. You check the fluids and stuff. Um, 30,000, 36,000. I consider that the another I call it the bronze standard maintenance. And then when it turns 60,000, I call it the silver standard maintenance. And then when it gets to be 100,000, I call it the golden standard maintenance. That's just me. That's just what I call it. But in any case, there are several things I'm going to do to this car. I'm going to do several things. So, so some of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to give it an oil change. Along with that, I got the oil filter. This particular SUV takes 5 quarts and a half. But before I did that, I went ahead and checked the fluid. So coolant's still good. I probably won't change the coolant till it's 60,000 miles. Spark plugs, I'll probably do the same. I probably won't change that till it turns 60,000 miles. Normally now they recommend that you don't change the spark plug till it turns 100. But I'm not going to wait for that. I'm going to change it when it turns 60,000, along with, of course, the fluids, like transmission fluids and such. Another thing I'm going to change on it, since it turned 36, is I'm going to change the air filter. I'm going to add a seafoam fuel injector cleaner to it. And normally I would rotate the tires and check the brakes, but I've done that last month already. It actually has a new tire. While I had the tires changed, I looked at the brakes, and the brakes are still good. Probably, definitely later this year, I'll probably go ahead and change the front brakes on this, and I'll make a video on that so you guys can follow along if you need to change your brakes. Usually the fronts are the ones that wear out quick, so those would need to be changed. But when I do the brake change, I'll probably do the front and back. All right, so for the oil change, it's very important that you have one of these. It's a cap. It's specifically made for a Lexus or Toyota. I got this at eBay for $8. And you also need a funnel and several buckets to catch the oil. All right, we'll do the easy one first. I'm going to go ahead and pour in this seafoam fuel injector cleaner into this gas tank. All right, my tank is already full. I filled it up yesterday, so it's all good. I'm just adding this in now. All right, the second easiest thing to do is changing the air filter. Here's the brand new one, and to remove the old one, you just have to pop these clips right here. All right, so there's the old one. Let's take this out. Sorry, I'm just using one hand here. Slide it off. It's not too bad. It's not that dirty, but I'm gonna go ahead and change it anyway. All right, so it came out this way, and I'm gonna put the new one Okay, I apologize. I have to put my camera down because I need both hands. So it's in there now. It's very easy. You just slide it in. And then just to close it up, you pop this pin back like so. All right. And then you do the same thing to this side as well. Okay, so I pulled out the air filter. I was wrong. As you can see, I don't really have much lighting here in my garage. I apologize for that. It's actually dirty. As you can see, if I look at from sheet to sheet inside it is actually dirty. It is time to change it. So I'm one of those people. Sometimes I'll keep a filter like this going till it's really filthy. But at 30,000 miles, yeah, it's a good idea to just go ahead and change it. I got it at Walmart, so I believe I got it for $8 or $12, which is not bad. It's a Fram air filter. All right, and I think AutoZone probably sells it for $12, $14. Okay, so all right. Anyway, one of the most important reasons why you want to change your air filter, anyway, especially if you have a turbo SUV like we do, turbo does suck a lot of air, and it's very important that the air filter be clean so it can be more efficient in its operation. The next thing I'm going to do now is do the oil change, and I went ahead and took out the oil filter, and as you can see, here's the oil filter itself. Again, it's a Fram, and then it's got two rubber O-rings there, and this is actually a tool. If some of you are wondering what this is, it's actually a tool. You put this in where the oil filter will be, and it'll drain. So this way, when you try to take out the oil filter, it doesn't get too messy. This itself will drain, and I'll show you in a little bit. All right. Okay, from the top, I'm going to go ahead and take out the oil cap here. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out the dipstick. And the reason being why I'm doing that is because when I pull out the drain plug down there, it'll be more efficient in draining the oil. All right, so now I'm going to go underneath. All right, I'm underneath the car now. I have the SUV on a ramp. You don't have to jack it or put it on a ramp or anything. You can actually do the oil change without it. But for me, since I'm doing a video, I need more clearance here so I could show you more effectively what I'm doing. Very easy. See, there it is right there. There's where the oil filter is going to be, and then here's the drain plug right here to drain the oil, and the socket you will need is a 15 milliliter. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start first with the oil filter, and as you can see, I already have my basin ready for it. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this right here. It's where you would insert your socket. In this case, I'm just gonna use it to turn this. Okay, let's see if I can use my hand now. And it's probably going to leak a little bit of oil there. So I gotta get my basin ready. And make sure you have your rags ready too. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's leaking a little bit now. Okay, now I'm gonna use this that came with the oil filter. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna plug it in here, and that's going to drain the oil, or the oil filter. There you go. All right. So when you pull out your oil filter, it'll be nice and neat. No mess. Oops. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna let that drain for a moment. Okay, so most of the oil has been drained out from the oil filter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this, and I'm going to put the this cap right here to remove the oil filter. So now I have the plugs out, and I put in the oil filter cap to remove it. It does take a little bit of muscle. There you go. It's moving. Okay. All right. There you go. All righty. Okay. All right. Even though I did put the plug in there and drain it, there's still quite a bit of oil that came out, as you can see right there. There's the old oil filter, and look how much more oil came out after I removed the plug. So I mean, it's not bad. It's not that messy. So hey, I mean, kudos to Toyota and Lexus. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the old rubber o-ring from this. There's actually two of them. There's one right here, and the other one is right here at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to be using this to remove the rubber o-ring, and then I'm going to replace it with the new ones. Okay, so I went ahead and replaced the old rubber o-rings with new ones, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this back in there. I'll tighten this too when I put this back in there, so that way it's not so loose. Sorry, my hands are dirty. Okay, so I'll keep this one right here. And then we're going to put in the new oil filter. All right. I don't think it doesn't matter which way it goes. It doesn't say which one is way up, so it doesn't really matter. You just plug it right back in there. So there, now it's well seated. So okay, and all I have to do is just put it back in there. I'll probably tighten it by hand first, and then once I get it as tight as possible with my hand, I'll go ahead and use the oil cap and tighten it the rest of the way. All right. Okay, so the next and actually the last step is just to take out the plug and just let this thing drain. So good. Put the basin underneath it. So now I'm just gonna let this oil come out and removing it slowly. Okay, getting close to opening it, so just let it pour out. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to give it about 30 to 40 minutes and just let it drain completely, and then after that I'm going to change the oil. And again, The Lexus NX200T takes about 5.5 quarts of oil, and the type of oil is a 0W20, and it's meant for turbo cars mostly, and turbo SUV. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this drain now for 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah, I apologize. I made a mistake. I said 15 milliliter socket for the drain plug. It's actually 14. Okay, I apologize. It's not 15. It's 14. So that's my correction on that. I apologize. Okay. Okay. So now that I've changed the oil with the full synthetic 0W20, the next step would be is to somehow erase that maintenance required thing. So I'll actually not erase it, but reset it. So I'll go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pressing this arrow, back arrow, and then do it again. I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to scroll down. On display. There it is, scheduled maintenance, and I'm going to press this button right here. Scheduled maintenance, reset data, yes. So as I press this up arrow, now I'm going to press this. Data has been reset. Okay, so it's all good. So that's the 30,000 miles maintenance that I just performed. Okay. If you have any question, leave a comment below, and I'll try my best and answer them. And again, thank you for watching, and God bless you all. All right, bye-bye.